Hi everyone, it's Sheila. Happy Sunday to you. I am actually beginning to back out of my garage. I have a very quick errand to run today. I'm actually trying to get out and get back home because I really want to do an actual video. I've got a lot going on today. I need to really do some housework, and so I'm not sure how that's going to pan out. But I am actually going to head to Big Lots. I need to pick up some laundry detergent and things like that. And I really love picking that kind of stuff up at Big Lots because they always have like I don't know, different detergents that you don't see in the stores, and some of them smell so good. Like Tide has this one that I just love the way it smells, but I've never seen it in the store, so I will always try to get it at Big Lots. So hence why I'm going to Big Lots. So let's do some chit-chatting, shall we? Well, for starters, let me catch you up on my life. I'm kind of driving through this neighborhood, and that rainstorm we had these last couple of days really put some tree leaves and limbs all over the place. So it looks a little bit messy in the neighborhood, but of course everyone here pretty much is very neat and they keep their yards clean. So you can see that they're all trying to get it all cleaned up. So anyway, getting back to our chit-chat about what's going on in my life. Well, for starters, my son made it back to the U.S. a couple of days ago, or yesterday, and texted me last night that he had made it back to South Carolina, so he's safe and sound, and my daughter-in-law and my grandson are there with him, where they're going to spend a week just reuniting. And you know, that being gone that long from a little baby is a little bit traumatic for both parents as well as for the child. But it looks like my little grandson welcomed his daddy with open arms. Thanks to today's technology, FaceTime is a wonderful thing. So he saw his dad on a continuous basis. So he didn't hesitate. He knew it was dad. So that was awesome. And my son FaceTimed me this morning. I hadn't seen my grandson since Easter. And I love how much he's developing, like his talking skills and his independentness. It's just awesome. And just seeing him and my son back together again, and my daughter-in-law there, just made me feel all warm and fuzzy on the inside. So yeah, so I am just so happy for them. And on a sadder note, I got a disturbing text from my brother a couple days ago. I think it was on Thursday. I'm just kind of rambling through what's going on with me, so it's going to kind of go all over the place. I apologize for that. But yeah, so my brother texted me on Thursday, and I was at work, and I looked down, and the text said that my friend Michelle from childhood had passed away. It took me for a loop. Immediately I just kind of went into tears because I just could not believe what he was saying. And I text back, oh my God, what happened? And at that particular point, he did not know. So I'm very, like I said, we were very good friends, and she has a younger sister, Ravonda, that I have her phone number. And so I went to lunch and I called her, and she and I kind of caught up a little bit. We don't talk every day or anything like that because life is what it is. But whenever I go back home, between those two sisters, they have always welcomed and greeted me. Like I said, we literally live down the street from each other, and Michelle still lived in my town, so it was very easy to see her. And her husband actually did some work for my parents in the yard and different things like that. So we were just like in a close-knit of friendship type of thing. And so and Ravonda lived in Richmond, which is just a couple hours away, so she would always make it her way to come and see me. It's just, we have just maintained a very good relationship. And yeah, so it just really caught me off guard. I still can't believe it. I mean, we are so young. I mean, it's funny, I joke about getting older, but we're still so young. We're like in our prime. Like, I feel like right now, the age that I'm at, I am, my son has been raised and grown, and I can finally do things that I want to do at my own pace, on my own self. And not that I'm complaining about having to have raised him, but like, it's just like I'm in a different part of my life now, and I love it. And I just could not believe that I've lost such a close friend who she was also in her prime. Now, Michelle has had some illnesses, unfortunately. She's just had some things happen to her. I know we were pregnant together with our oldest children, her oldest child and my only. And she had her, Erica, she had her prematurely. And I think she had her in her 7th month because I think she developed, what is it, hypertension or one of those, I can't remember what it was. I think it was hypertension or, what is it, the diabetes that come when they're, I don't know, one of those things. But anyway, she ended up having her baby about I think around the 7th month time frame, and Erica stayed in the hospital for a while. And as soon as I was able to go home, in fact, I think it was when I went home because we were moving to Okinawa, I got to meet Erica. Erica was a tiny, beautiful baby, and yeah, so I mean, we just had so much connection going on. Michelle did have to have a kidney transplant a few months ago, and Ravonda was able to give it to her. I mean, just like I said, just so many things was going on. And from what I understand, she passed away very peacefully, but she ended up with pneumonia and a couple other things in her immune system, being that she had a kidney transplant. Her immune system was not the greatest, and the kidney transplant was fine, but I guess you know, it affects the immune system, and so her immune system was affected, and she just apparently over the time was not able to come back the illness. So that being said, she has gone on to a better place, even though our hearts miss her. I know that she's with grandparents and she's with my parents, and so I am sad that she's gone, but I would never want her to suffer, and I know it was just God's time to call her, so I'm trying to take it like a big girl. It still bothers me because, like I said, we're so young still, and I love her. We grew up literally walking back and forth every day. I mean, literally every day. Like, our parents could not keep us apart between the two houses, and Michelle was more of a tomboy, ironically, and Ravonda was the girly girl. So Ravonda and I shared clothes and traded out clothes. Michelle was a little bit bigger, so she did not get into the same clothes that I got into. Like, I mean, she just, you know, it was too foo-foo for her, and she didn't do all the jewelry, and, you know, but still we had that common factor, and we just hung out literally every day. And when we got out of high school, she married one of the guys that we went to school with, Warren, who's a wonderful husband and father of their 2 kids. And, you know, they were married for 28 years. I was able to talk to him on the phone on Friday as I was driving home from work, and he's doing about as well as can be expected. I mean, you know, he just lost his wife after 28 years. So, yeah, so anyhow, that has been a real eye-opener to me this week. It really has made me really think about, like, you just don't know, and life is short, and we do need to live every day as if it's our last, because it could very well be our last. And yeah, so, and what else is going on with me? I told you about my son coming home, which I'm so excited about. Like I said, I do want to do a couple videos today. I'm hoping at least to do one. I don't know for sure, but I'm hoping to at least get one of them in. I have so much housework. I'm so behind on a lot of things because of life, for me as well. But yeah, so I am going to try to get to make some major accomplishments on some things today. I don't know. The Spurs played today. The playoffs started yesterday, but the Spurs are playing today, so I'm gonna try to kind of keep my eye on that game and kind of check it out a little bit. And go Spurs, go! What can I say? But and I know people are probably looking at me going, "That lady's talking to herself." But I don't care. I'm having fun. I am really enjoying this camera. I'm loving doing the vlogs, and I think by doing this, I'm going to be able to post a lot more videos. I hope everyone's enjoying the vlogs. I know they can, either you like them or you don't, and I totally get that. So if you don't like them, you don't have to watch them, I guess. I mean, that's how I do it. If I don't like, I mean, some of them I like, some of them I just don't like because they don't interest me, but, I don't ever leave bad comments or anything like that. I just don't watch them. So hopefully everyone will do me the same way. Oh yeah, I am going to be looking for a new phone plan. Well, I'm probably going to stay with Verizon. My contract will be up sometime in August, I believe. So I do feel that I'll probably stay with Verizon. But my son and his wife they're out today actually looking at combining their plans together. When they first got married, she was on the contract with her family, and he and I were on the contract together. And I think whenever they came up in between that, my son was probably overseas again and different things. So we kind of stayed that way for a while. But he is now going to be on the contract with her. So I will be making a decision in August to either stay with Verizon or move from Verizon. I hope to stay with Verizon. What I really don't like about Verizon is that they did away with their unlimited internet, and it really, really bothers me that they don't have it anymore. So that may be a deal breaker for me, since I won't be on a plan with my son anymore. And one of the main reasons why I was with Verizon was because with him also, well, with both of us, because we found that plan was just the best plan that accommodated his military lifestyle, the fact that he was going and coming and different, and it just worked out really great. He could be out in the field and his phone would still work. And some of the other companies, they just didn't have that satellite to cover all that. So yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I will find a different one. Or maybe I'll renew with Verizon one more time and see how it goes. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, so I am getting closer to Big Lots. I'm on 35, headed I'm actually going through New Braunfels right now. I live in the suburb area, so yeah, for me going this way to go to stores is so much easier sometimes than going back towards San Antonio, because it's just, less traffic and less hustle and bustle. Although this little area has boomed out so much, it's amazing. Like, I look around and I can't believe that when I first moved to Texas, I actually, a few years into living in Texas, I actually worked here in New Braunfels at a place, and yeah, so I worked at a place right down the street actually from where I am right now, and it was nothing in this town. Like, I remember, we try to decide what we're gonna have for lunch, and it would be like major thought. Like, most of the time we just go to HEB and grab some food, because we would be like, hey, there's like nowhere that we really wanted to go to eat. So, and now to look around and you see like the city has like so much, well, I mean, it's just like, it is just developed so well. It's just unbelievable. In fact, the area that I'm going to right now is all brand new. It's just amazing, and I love this area. I love it because it still has a country feel. Even though it's developed quite a bit, it still has a little bit more of the country feel than some of the areas that have just lost that altogether. I actually really would love to see my son and daughter-in-law move out this way, although I don't think they are. I think they're gonna stay closer to her family's side of town, which, it's a beautiful side of town. I do like that side of town. I don't know, I guess knowing my son the way I know him, I think eventually he will not be as happy in that area, because I think he's going to miss having the space that you can have in this area. So I don't know, hopefully they'll make a good decision. Of course, it's their decision, so I don't get involved. I'm one of those parents that, hey, I tell them, you do what you all want to do. My contract expired when he turned 18. So I'm here now just to be a moral support, a mother-in-law, a mother, and a grandmother, and that's all I am. Like, I don't really get involved in their personal lives. I just don't think it's necessary, so I just don't. And I've been rambling on for about, 14, almost 15 minutes. And I guess I could talk you all the way into getting to Big Lots, since I'm literally like almost there now. I've taken the exit to get there, and the traffic, like I said, it's there. I mean, you know, it's so funny that I remember when there was nothing out here, so you literally, it felt like you were driving for an hour just to get to a place, and now you're like, oh my God, I'm already here, because it's like right down the street, because there's so many things in between you that you don't realize the distance that you've gone. Like, I mean, it's just crazy. And yeah, it's just beautiful here now, just to look at all the changes and whatnot. And there's a lady with her little dog, because I am right next to Buc-ee's, which is a well-known, like, not truck stop, but like gas station slash restaurant slash knick-knack slash whatever you want when you're traveling. There is one that opened up, and it's right here to my right. It's always full. I mean, literally, there's always hundreds of cars there. Myself personally, I haven't seen where the gas is really any cheaper. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, the gas is so much cheaper at Buc-ee's. And you know what? Oh, I do have those shoes with me. I can return them. I was just going to say, oh my gosh, I left the shoes that I wanted to return. But I do have them with me, so yay. So I am going to be making a quick trip into Ross, because I do have a pair of shoes that I want to return. And so I'm going to take those back to Ross. I just hope I have the receipt in my purse. I have to look for it. And I just looked down at my nails, and so that it's going to bring me to something that I do want to share with you all. Like, if you look at my nails, I don't know how well you can see them, but they are slightly chipped. I had the polish on since Wednesday, and in my last video I commented that I was wearing the Wet n Wild nail polish, and that I was going to be washing my hair on Friday, and that it would probably come off, because I figured it would just chip out of proportion and I would just have to literally take it off. And since I had some things planned to do on Saturday, I knew I would not want to be out and about with chipped nail polish. But to believe it or not, the polish stayed on almost perfectly. I had like a couple minor chips that you really had to like totally stare at to find. Like, they were just so minute. And I was so impressed. And even now, I mean, yeah, you see some chips on there, but I was using Comment to clean prior to me, like, getting dressed today, like literally Comment with bleach, and I had no gloves on, because I figure I'm getting ready to take my polish off, and you know, I just kind of like, I just went on and did it without putting any gloves on, which I know it wasn't good for my hands, but I just did. And that's the only chipping that I have. So this this 93 cents nail polish has proven to be freaking awesome. Like, I am so impressed with this nail polish. And the only thing I have over it is, like I said, I have a base coat, which is the Sally Hansen. I went back to an old school one. Lisa D one was showing us Sally Hansen quick dry that she uses. Well, I still love the Sacha Vite the best on that, but it didn't make me think about the what is it, hard, I can't think of what it's called right now. Hard as nails, that's what it is. And yeah, so oh, you know what? Oh, wait, it is. Never mind. I was thinking, is Bog Lots open on Sunday? But that's Hobby Lobby. That's not open on Sundays. Hello. But yeah, so you know what? I'm thinking this was Bog Lots, but this is not Bog Lots. This is Hobby Lobby. Okay, where is Bog Lots? Holy mackerel! I cannot remember. They moved stuff around so much in the city that yeah, so I just been driving to go to Bog Lots, and I realized that Bog Lots is not over here. That this is Hobby Lobby. And yeah, so where is Bog Lots? I thought that they moved to Bog Lots also. Maybe it is still where it used to be. But I am going to this Ross, so now that you all have taken a crazy drive with me, I mean, like literally they're across the street from each other, like a little like breezeway area. So it's not like I went way out of my way. I was going to go to Ross anyway so that I could return these shoes. So that's no big deal there. But yeah, getting back to the nail polish, like I'm so amazed at how sand power this nail polish is. And like I said, I have the hardest nails on the base, and then 2 coats of the actual polish, and then I just topped it off with the Sacha Vite for quick drying, and it has literally been amazing on my nails. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking I need to go and buy, I want to do my toes this time. I think I want to just paint my toes white and leave them white for a while, because my polish seems to last a long time on my toes, and I think I just want to have them white and not worry about painting them for a while. So anyhow, I think that's what I'm going to do, and it's like at 20 minutes now, and I have actually pulled into Ross. So I'm going to say have a great Sunday. I will see you in my very next video. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I do plan to do a video today, so look forward to having a couple of uploads for you today. Have a beautiful Sunday. Bye.